Hey guys, and welcome back to Alive Wellness. My name is Emma. Today I'm going to be taking you through a 20-minute ab and booty burn. This is a low impact workout. You don't need any equipment, just a mat if you've got one. Now we're going to start laying down on the mat. I want you to plant the feet into the mat, allow your head to release, just bring your hands by your side here. Maybe you want to just shut the eyes down for a second. I want you to feel the feet really planted and grounded into the mat. We're going to gently tilt our pelvis towards us as we flatten our lower back into the mat. Then we're going to begin to lift the hips up. We're coming up into a bridge, bringing the hips up, activating those glutes gently at the top. And then we're going to lower from the chest and roll back down through the spine. We're just warming up the back. So let's take an inhale at the bottom. We exhale and roll up. Really feel each vertebrae lifting separately. Pause at the top for one inhale. And then exhale as we lower back down. Again, each vertebrae lowers separately. We take one more like that. I want you to keep your hips up in the bridge this time. So float up gently. We're going to hold it at the top of our bridge here. Now, I want you to lower the hips straight down to the mat. Then you're going to press your weight through your heels, squeeze the glutes, float all the way back up. Lower straight down, lift straight up. We're bringing the work into our glutes here. So I want you to really press through your heels to activate those glutes. Allow them to do the work. So we move not only through the spine now, but we actually begin to bring that deeper activation into the lower body, into the legs, into those glutes. We take a few more like this. The rest of the body is relaxed. We're working to find that activation. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift straight back up. We take 4 more here. We're going to be working through our glutes and our abs today. 2. On our next one, we're going to stay up in our bridge. I want you to just pulse the hips up and down. So now deepen that squeeze into your glutes as you pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2. On your next one, stay up, hold your bridge. Now I want you to float your heels up off your mat now. So now we're on the ball of the foot. We work through a greater range. Lower the hips straight down, lift the hips back up, but we keep our weight now pressing through the ball of the foot. So we're working all the way down, all the way up. Really focus still on drawing your attention to those glutes. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Take 4 more here. We go for 3. Now everything we're doing today is Pilates based. It's working to burn those deep muscles. On our next one, we stay up in our bridge. I want you to hold it again here. And then again, we just pulse up and down. Deepen that work in your glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on one stay. We're going to lower the heels. We're going to lower the hips. We're going to straight away bring our hands behind the head. Now elbows are out wide. Our hands are supporting the head and neck. We're going to come up into a crunch, curl up, look towards your belly, and then gently release down with control. So we use our exhale to lift up and our inhale to lower. Now we want to be really mindful here not to tilt the pelvis. So you want your hips to stay nice and level. You want your feet to stay grounded, and you don't want to be tilting forwards or backwards as you move. The work is coming into that core. We start from the bottom, we draw up into our crunch, we lower down with that control. Exhale up, inhale to lower. Try to be careful that you're not doming through the stomach. We're drawing the ribs together. We're knitting everything in as we work. We're not pushing the belly out. That breath will help you here. Let's take 3 more like this. We're going to be working through a few layers today. So I'm just going to continue to build on to the movement. So we have 1 more here like this. We're going to pause at the bottom, hold it for a second. This time as you take your crunch, one of your legs is going to float into tabletop, then release down. So we continue to move, come up, alternating legs. Allow the elbows to stay wide. Exhale up, inhale to lower. So keeping that same even tempo as we move. Everything we're doing should be safe on the body, so always pick which layer works best for you. If you need to pull it back down a layer. You are only working through your own range. We go for 3 more here, then again we're going to add another layer. We go for 2. Now I don't want you to stop between this next layer, so either stay as you are, or if you want that extra layer, this time we twist towards that moving lead. So we're adding a rotation into the body. Twist across, release down. Now that elbow is reaching towards that knee. As you twist, I want you to feel your obliques really switching on here. Those muscles that run down the side of the core, I talk about them often. The ones that help us with really functional movements like twisting, bending, picking things up. Really important for safe movement. We go for 3 more here. We go for 2. Last one. Lower the feet down, hands come by your side. Now allow the chest to be open here. The pelvis stays heavy. Without moving your pelvis, you are going to float your left leg into tabletop and then your right leg to follow. Let's pause. Knees over hips, shins are parallel with your mat. Now keeping your pelvis nice and level, we tap the left toes down, touch the mat, lift back up. Other side, tap and lift. As you tap, don't let that lower back arch. As you lift, don't flatten it down, keep it level the whole time. The hips should not move. The work should come between those 2 hip bones, that lower belly. Exhale, tap, inhale to lift. Keeping that upper body nice and relaxed. We always want to work through that control. Now, if this feels all right for you today, maybe you want to challenge. We float the arms up. Now we're reaching through those fingertips, still focusing on that work coming into your lower belly. So you need to actively squeeze that core to float the leg back up. Now, if that feels enough for you today, maybe you want that opposite arm to reach overhead, draw back in, reach overhead, draw back in. Now be careful that those ribs don't flare out. We draw the ribs together again. We knit everything in to our center. This is really great for that pelvic floor stability. This is really great to build that inner ab strength. Let's take 3 more here. We go for 2. Let's go 1 more. Keep those legs in tabletop. Now wherever you are, hands come behind the head. I want you to join your big toes together. Elbows stay wide. We're going to come up into a crunch. At the top of the crunch, press the knees out. Draw them back in, release the head down. Crunch up, open out. Draw in, lower down. Exhale up, open. Inhale, close and lower. Take your time here. If this feels too much through your lower back, I invite you to bring your feet back down on the mat. Take the same movement, crunch and open, in and down. So you have got that option to support your lower back if that is what you need today. Good, let's take 3 more here. Wherever you are, whether the feet are up or down, we go for 2. Let's take 1 last one. We are almost there. Keep the knees out wide. Stay with me, whether the feet are up or down. Hands are going to reach by your side. Knees stay open. We pulse the arms up and down. We work our hundreds here. And I want you to breathe in for 5 pulses and breathe out for 5. Remember, the feet can stay on the ground if you need to. Focus on the belly working. It is super strong here. Nice and percussive with your pulses. If you need to, bring one hand behind the head. Take a few pulses and then switch if you're feeling too much pressure through the neck. Otherwise, both arms go together. Let's reach a little bit higher. We're here for 10. 9. Don't forget to breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, let's pulse a little bit quicker for 3. We go for 2, hold on 1, stay. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release, hug those knees into your chest. I want you to rock side to side, release out that spine. Very nice. Maybe drop the head side to side, release the neck. We're going to work into a little bit of deeper glute movement now. I want you to roll onto your side. We're going to start on our left side. So you can place a little pillow under your head if you need. Maybe you want to prop up on your hand, but I want the head to be as released as possible. We're going to have our knees bent. Now your knees are at the front of your mat, hips and heels are at the back of your mat. Instead of collapsing through the ribs, we're going to draw that core we've just worked on, draw the ribs together, keep those hips stacked. Now you're floating your feet off the ground, holding them there. In this position, you're activating that top glute, squeezing it, opening your knee up, and then slowly lowering down. Now notice that I'm not opening the hip to the ceiling. I'm opening just that knee, the hips stay stacked. That means the core stays on. We exhale up and we inhale down. So we're going to work through a little bit of endurance here into this top glute. It means we hold that control the whole time. Breathe out. Breathe in. Again, nice even tempo. Try not to rush it. The slower the better, the more tension we hold on that glute. Let's take 3 more like this. We go for 2. On your next one, you're going to keep that knee open. Now from here, I want you to just extend from the knee. Reach that leg forwards. Bend it back in, lower that knee back down. We come up. Extend forwards, bend in, lower down. Take your time. Make sure you are using that top glute to open the knee out. Now you'll notice the bottom glute switching on as well. As we are floating the feet up, it is working as well here in that external rotation. Let's take 2 more like this with those leg extensions. Good, last one here. Now you are drawing that foot back in, lowering that knee, lower the feet, float that top leg back up. Notice my hips are still stacked, the core is still on. You're going to touch the knees together as we internally rotate. Then we're going to open that leg back out. Tuck in, open out. Feel that glute switching on as it externally rotates the leg open. Tap down, open up. Engage that core. Do not let it drop. You should almost have a little bit of space between your side body and the mat. That means the core is on, the ribs aren't collapsing down. Let's take 3 more here. We go for 2. Now on your next one, you're going to keep that leg lifted, hold it. From here, knee is going to tuck into your chest, leg extends out nice and long. We tuck in, extend out, reach it away from you. Now if you have ankle weights or even booty bands at home, this is a great bit of equipment to add to this movement. It's just going to make that burn even deeper, even stronger. We go for 3 more here. We go for 2. We're going to hold our leg out long. Now I want you to draw circles with that leg. We're really reaching through the toes, reaching from the top of the hip. Little circles here. Breathe, and let's go in the other direction with our circles. We are going to finish with some pulses here, up and down. Deepen that work into your glute for 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to hold it on 1, stay, and release. Lower that leg, tap out that hip gently if you need. We are going straight to that second side. So I want you to flip onto your right arm now. Same positioning, knees at the front, hips at the back of your mat, head is released, whether it's on a pillow, your hand, or your arm. Now I want you to keep those hips stacked. I spoke about it before, the core has to stay really active. We float the feet up and then we lift that top knee, release down. We take our elevated climb, exhale up, inhale to lower. Try to focus even more on that hip placement here. That means we are not opening up towards the ceiling. We're keeping that stacking as we move. That's going to allow us to actually work the glute rather than the hip flexors. Lift, lower. It's all about control here. Good. We take 2 more. Then we're going to add that extension. Now on your next one, we add that extension, knee opens, extend that leg forwards, engage the core, draw it in, release down. Try to exhale, open and to extend. Inhale to bend and lower. Take your time as you move for 3 more here. Both glutes should really be working. We go for 2. Last one. You're going to open that knee, find your extension, bend back in, release the feet, float that top leg up. We internally rotate, touch the knees, open back up. Inhale down, exhale up. This is a great low impact workout that anyone can do to help you really find that deep core and glute stability. So good for functional movement, great for aesthetics, but also just feels nice on the body. You feel like you're doing something good for your body here. We go for 3 more. We go for 2. Now on your next one, we're keeping that knee up. We're tucking it into our chest, engage that core, extend away. The breath helps. Inhale, tuck. Exhale to lengthen away. Almost there. We've got a few more here. We are finishing off this glute work. We go for 3. Good. We go for 2. On your next one, you're going to keep that leg lengthened. We find our circles from the top of the hips. Circle it out. Circle it out. Now, even more than ever, engage that core. Keep those hips stacked. We circle for 3. We circle for 2. We go in the other direction on 1. Let's circle here. Get that leg a little bit higher if you can. Challenge yourself here. 3, 2. We're going to hold it up on 1. Let's pulse to finish. Try to lift it even higher now. 3, 2. Hold. Release down. Tap that hip if you need. Last thing to finish, we're moving into a plank. Flop over onto your stomach. Now I want your hands pressing into your mat. They are grounded down. The elbows are underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Engage your core from the belly button. So lift up from the belly button. First, just float your hips. Hold it, pause, squeeze the glutes. This is your half plank. This might be enough for you today. That last little challenge, I invite you to float the knees up as well. Hold everything strong, press down through the arms, look between the hands. Deep breaths here. Keep your neck lengthened. Draw those ribs back together. Maybe you can drop to the knees if you need to. But let's fire up that core for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Drop the knees down, press into a child's pose. Reach the arms forwards, release your head. Allow the body to soften here. Sink the hips to the heels. Reach through your fingertips. Allow the forehead to melt into your mat. You're going to take 2 more breaths here. With every exhale, soften a little bit deeper. Thank yourself for showing up today. That 20 minutes makes all the difference to how you feel in your body, in your mental state, and it is so easy to throw in at any point in your day. We're going to take one more inhale here as we roll up to kneeling. And exhale, roll the shoulders up, back and down, restack your spine. Thank you for joining me today, guys. Please make sure to stretch out those glutes, mobilize that spine a little bit more if you need to, but thank you so much for that. Any requests for any other workouts, please let us know below. We've listened to a few of your comments. We've got a few more exciting things coming, so stay tuned.